A description of the role served by the program manager, as defined in Section 1737 of Title 10, United States Code, of the covered entity with respect to the small business concern that received such covered award, including a description of interactions and the process of the program manager in producing a past performance evaluation of such concern, and 6. The benefits achieved as a result of the use of a partnership intermediary for the pilot program established under this section, as compared to previous efforts of the commander to increase participation by small business concerns in the development of technology-enhanced capabilities for Special Operations Forces. And C. A plan detailing how each covered entity will apply lessons learned from the pilot program to improve processes for directly working with and supporting small business concerns to develop technology-enhanced capabilities for Special Operations Forces. 2. Final report. The final report required under this subsection shall include, along with the requirements of paragraph 1, a recommendation regarding a. Whether and for how long the pilot program established under this section should be extended, and b. Whether to increase funding for the pilot program, including a justification for such an increase. E. Termination. The authority to carry out a pilot program under this section shall terminate on September 30, 2025. F. Definitions. In this section, 1. The term covered award means an award made under the Small Business Innovation Research Program. 2. The term covered entity means a. The Army, b. The Navy, c. The Air Force, d. The Marine Corps, e. The Space Force, and f. Any element of the Department of Defense that makes awards under the Small Business Innovation Research Program. 3. The term partnership intermediary has the meaning given the term in Section 23, c. of the Stevenson-Whittler Technology Innovation Act of 1980, 15 U.S.C. 3715, c. 4. The term small business concern has the meaning given the term under Section 3 of the Small Business Act, 15 U.S.C. 632. 5. The term Small Business Innovation Research Program has the meaning given the term in Section 9, e. of the Small Business Act, 15 U.S.C. 638, e. Six. The term technology-enhanced capability means a product, concept, or process that improves the ability of a member of the armed forces to achieve an assigned mission. Sec. 853. Additional testing of commercial e-commerce portal models. Section 846, C, of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2018, 41 U.S.C. 1901 note, is amended by adding at the end the following new paragraphs. 5. Additional testing. Not later than 180 days after the date of the enactment of this paragraph, the administrator shall, a. begin testing commercial e-commerce portal models, other than any such models selected for the initial proof of concept, identified pursuant to paragraph 2, and b. submit to the Congressional Defense Committees, the Committee on Oversight and Reform of the House of Representatives, and the Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs of the Senate a report that includes a summary of the assessments conducted under paragraph 2, with respect to a commercial e-commerce portal model identified pursuant to such paragraph 2, a list of the types of commercial products that could be procured using models tested pursuant to subparagraph A. Three, an estimate of the amount that could be spent by the head of a department or agency under the program, disaggregated by type of commercial e-commerce portal model. And 4, an update on the models tested pursuant to subparagraph A, and a timeline for completion of such testing. 6. Report. Upon completion of testing conducted under paragraph 5, and before taking any action with respect to the commercial e-commerce portal models tested, the Administrator of General Services shall submit to the Congressional Defense Committees, the Committee on Oversight and Reform of the House of Representatives, and the Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs of the Senate, a report on the results of such testing that includes a. an assessment and comparison of commercial e-commerce portal models with respect to I. price and quality of the commercial products supplied by each commercial e-commerce portal model, 2. supplier reliability and service, 3. safeguards for the security of government information and third-party supplier proprietary information. Four, protections against counterfeit commercial products, v. supply chain risks, particularly with respect to complex commercial products, and 6. overall adherence to federal procurement rules and policies, and b. an analysis of the costs and benefits of the convenience to the federal government of procuring commercial products from each such commercial e-commerce portal model. Sec. 854. Requirement for industry days and requests for information to be open to allied defense contractors. A. In general. Not later than 90 days after the date of the enactment of this Act, each service acquisition executive shall implement a requirement that industry days and requests for information regarding acquisition programs and research and development efforts of the Department of Defense shall, to the maximum extent practicable, be open to defense contractors of the national technology and industrial base, including when such contractors are acting as subcontractors in partnership with a United States contractor, provided such access is granted only if the Secretary of Defense or the relevant secretary concerned determines that there is reciprocal access for United States companies to equivalent information related to contracting opportunities in the associated country that is part of the national technology and industrial base. B. Definitions in this section. 1. National technology and industrial base. The term national technology and industrial base has the meaning given the term in Section 2500 of Title 10, United States Code. 2. Secretary concerned, Service Acquisition Executive. The terms Secretary concerned and Service Acquisition Executive have the meanings given such terms in Section 101A of Title 10, United States Code. Sec. 855. Employment transparency regarding individuals who perform work in the People's Republic of China. A. Disclosure requirements. 1. Initial disclosures. The Secretary of Defense shall require each covered entity to disclose to the Secretary of Defense if the entity employs one or more individuals who will perform work in the People's Republic of China on a covered contract when the entity submits a bid or proposal for such covered contract, except that such disclosure shall not be required to the extent that the Secretary determines that such disclosure would not be in the interest of national security. 2. Recurring disclosures for each of fiscal years 2023 and 2024. The Secretary of Defense shall require each covered entity that is a party to one or more covered contracts in the fiscal year to disclose to the Secretary if the entity employs one or more individuals who perform work in the People's Republic of China on any such contract. 3. Matters to be included. If a covered entity required to make a disclosure under paragraph 1 or 2 employs any individual who will perform work in the People's Republic of China on a covered contract, such disclosure shall include a. The total number of such individuals who will perform work in the People's Republic